I got like a flood of a lot of different images going on.
Good. Just feel into their
all
energy.
different places. Like I can pick one, you know,
Good.
like I can
trust your intuition and just pick one of those, the one that can help in the greatest possible way. What's happening in that scene as you ground into it?
All I see is a lot of turquoise blue and green, and like I'm coming into flying in.
Good.
I feel like I'm flying. I'm the pilot.
Do you have any sort of vessel, or how do you travel like this?
I thought this was going back. This is going way. This thing that we're flying is like a personal vehicle. You can land and then pack it up.
Oh, wow.
Like it transforms and then it carries and then you can open it back up again.
What kind of size does it pack down to?
Like a suitcase.
Wow. Really describe the vehicle and yourself to me.
It feels like you can travel to anywhere you want to go. Like you can, I want to say airport because I don't know what these vehicles are called. You can like type in, I want to go see a beach with this, blah, 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 blah. And you get in your vehicle. And even though you're flying, it's really actually navigating, but you are the pilot. And it takes you anywhere you put in.
Okay. And are
I don't think these places are actually real. Okay. I think they are like holograms of what you put in there. Like you create, it's a beach with turquoise water and palm trees. And
so that's what she chose to create? How does she feel being there? Is she aware that it's a hologram or?
Oh yeah, she totally knows. And it feels totally real when you're there.
What does she choose to do there?
Just relax. There's something, she's proud of herself. I feel like this is her first, she's been training to do this kind of stuff. This is her first one and it was successful and she felt great about herself.
Very good. What's her name here?
Begins with an A. And I'm seeing A period.
Good.
That's all.
Okay. Yeah. Any time or place that you pick up on?
I mean, it's like 3,000 something, 3011 or 3012.
Very good.
It's far.
And tell me more about this time. What else do you notice around you? What's happening to you in this place? I feel like what she's doing, she's trained, but they're doing it so the masses can do this too. Okay. And what kind of training is she getting?
There's technical, because there's a lot of technical behind the scenes that goes into what this is.
Okay.
And that suitcase thing that it all goes in, it's like, I'm seeing like a Winnebago that has those extenders. Like, it's like that kind of stuff, like pushes in each other, like things like push in each other, but then they can expand and move and sit you in there. But it's funny. It's like not really a lot of controls in because it's almost feels like it's all like solar panels, but they're not, they're efficient and they don't look breakable or anything. Okay. So what is very interesting. Yeah. But it's a very prototype looking kind of thing. Okay. It's not, it doesn't have the,
it's like a beta test and she's part of it. She's piloting it.
And you know who's there? Who? Elon Musk is that his, family, the lineage, whoever is in his lineage, it's them, their family that goes into this, that he does the work.
How do you see them there? How do you experience them as you watch?
They all seem like star energy. Star.
Tell me more. Root into that energy.
They all know what their mission is. They don't care what anybody else thinks. They know that everything they do is advancing evolution of the universe. So they're like, if you don't like it, go. And they don't care about male, female. They don't care about any of that stuff. It's the mind and the work and the faith and not even faith, but you have to have that self-assuredness to do what they're doing. That's all the people there are like that.
And are you like that in this place?
I am.
Fully root into that feeling.
I feel like I stumbled into it.
You've been looking for that here, and I want you to anchor in it. If it's yours there, it's yours now as well.
I felt like I stumbled into battered, bruised, broken, almost like I had a plane crash into them.
Okay.
And they're like, it doesn't have to be that way.
So they show you another way?
They don't. They just show you their way.
Okay.
And they showed me their way, which I wanted more feeling, but I understood I needed to go and just be quiet and listen to what they had to say first.
And what are they telling you?
It's all about the data. It's all about the data.
Okay. What kind of beings are they? How do they look?
they're humans.
Mm-hmm.
They look like human. They actually may be some parts computer blending, but where it all works together.
Mm-hmm. And what about you?
I'm human. Fully human.
No tech integrations or anything. Okay. How do you feel being there with them?
That's that same spot that the other lady's tattoo. There was a chip.
Okay.
However, I came into it was almost like I went from one, almost like through a quantum or a black hole, that's how I flew into like a portal or a Stargate or something. Like I dropped into them, but it was, I thought, by accident. I don't know. I can't remember anything from over here though. I just remember falling in, and there was a chip that they took out and said it was old programming.
Okay.
Old programming.
Okay. So they're removing that. What happens next?
I was just a student soaking in all their information.
Okay.
I was trying to match and mirror them.
And how did that turn out?
Because I felt like I needed to fit in, and if I didn't fit in, because they were really very like, if you're not like us.
Very focused, data-driven.
Yeah. Yes. Very focused, very data-driven.
What about you? What's your inner being like? What's your nature?
Like I've had times where I pointed out, like, see how amazing that is? And they're like, no.
Okay.
Like seeing the connections and the magic in what they're doing. They see it as functional.
So like no affect, no real big emotions there?
Yeah.
Okay. How do things play out for you with them?
I kind of show them that side, but it takes a long time.
And what are you showing them?
I present when I see something magical, I shift it into the way that they communicate.
Okay.
And show them little bits of, but I do it with little things, like where they're not expecting it, like in other daily life things.
How do they receive it? How do they react?
At first, it was just like what are you talking about? Like, they just they had no reference for it at all.
Okay.
I kept trying to tell them that that's how their ancestors used to be. And then I got curious about how that strips away over time in some, like how patterns can either like totally be grounded in an ancestral line or totally be stripped away over time. Like that whole nurturing aspect. And there was a lot of just, I think there was no time for soft.
Okay.
We just had to get to work. But then I had to learn, they found the joy that I was wanting to have. They felt that same joy, but in their way. Like it was the same frequency meant, because we could measure it. We could measure our emotions. You can just plug in and gauge how's your happiness frequency, how's your whatever. Like you could gauge you had a lot of diagnostic tools to gauge who you were. And so that you could look it up. And if there was a different thing, like out of alignment, you could just do a sentiment adjustment and it would adjust you. Like you didn't have to do a lot of work to get yourself balanced, because you could see it on the data screen. The technology did it.
Okay. So the tech kind of helped moderate your body and regulate things. How did things turn out for you in this life? What happened to you next?
I learned to appreciate where they were. They appreciated where I was. And we just helped people go to the places that they wanted. Maybe it was like a tech travel agency. I don't know.
Okay. I want you to leave that scene behind and move to the very last day of the lifetime you're viewing. What's happening?
I see her laying on it's a table, but there's no legs. Like it's elevated.
Oh, like it's kind of floating there?
And she's in white, and all you can see is stars out. So they must be up in space somewhere.
How does she leave the body? Does she?
It disappears. Because the matter, it's like the matter, you get to such a high vibration, you just go into the universe.
Okay. And is she physical?
There's something with the table that she's on that's capturing something.
Okay. Tap into that.
There's like 3 layers to this.
Tell me about them.
The throat goes again.
The throat says
like, no, I don't want to tell you.
Okay.
So weird.
I want to speak to the throat directly if I have your permission. Throat, why are you blocking this information? Is that highest good?
No.
Okay. Tell me more. We want to understand why you're blocking.
Not ready for the information.
Who's not ready? Ah, okay. So it would not serve her to receive it at this time?
No.
Okay. So you're helping her.
Yeah.
How did you get connected to her throat? What kind of energy are you?
Guardian.
Tell me more about it, please.
She's wanted to not keep talking, so we tend to tighten up the throat and tighten everything so that it'll stop her, but she just keeps going.
Well, that's one of her questions today. What's causing that buzzing feeling where she wants to talk, and share something? What is going on there?
She's got information of like 5 people.
And how did that happen?
She wanted that.
How come? Help her understand it.
There's going to be a lot of need for a lot of that information while she's here.